Hi guys, this is Brittany Hunt. This is my post for EDL 551, Module 1. We had a lot to read, so I wanted to go ahead and jump into my answers for our props. The piece that really struck out that I felt like I could identify myself with and view myself through, and also really a big piece that we had to read about, was the reconceptualized model of multiple dimensions of identity, or RMMDI, that was detailed in length in Identity Development for College Students by Jones and Abbs. It was also in our other textbook. It briefed upon it for a minute. I really do feel that it allowed me to understand in a way that I really never known before the struggles that we all have to go through this module, really showing privileges, oppression, and understandably you can't say understand in a term. You begin to see things in a different light. Being white, identifying myself as both Christian and heterosexual, I am given privileges that I really didn't even recognize until I read this piece. But I also really identified with just seeing through the lens of it being so simplistic, especially through the use of graphic novels that I do enjoy to read. The pieces really try to focus on the simplicity so that everyone that is reading can kind of put themselves in the protagonist's shoes. So I really felt like this model was really successful in allowing everyone that used it, male, female, all the different privileges and oppressions that they listed, to really put yourself into the situation. For me, it really drove home the fact that I also identify myself as a female, which was a big oppressant that was listed in both textbooks, and also as overweight, and some other few things that I'm going to get to a little bit later in this discussion. But it also really made an impact on me feeling, since I went to Lewisburg College, which is a predominantly Black college, that I did just really feel for the first time that I understood the nuances of being in a town that was predominantly white with a college that was predominantly Black. So it really brought home and made you think exactly what those nuances are, what privileges and oppressions that everyone has to go through every single day in a way that you honestly wouldn't consider otherwise. So I felt like it was really successful in that manner. I also felt like the theories that the mentioned that multiple theories had to be in use, that was one of the reoccurring theories, was a really great thing. So I really felt like it was really successful in that department. The places where I didn't feel like everything was so successful was with that module. I really just felt a connection with reading the module and just seeing how simplistic it was. But the one thing that I really didn't connect with or thought it could be improved upon was the fact that I'm also identifying myself as extremely introverted. Now, the fact that they did mention personality tests within the same text kind of made me wonder, why didn't Jones and Abbs really look into the fact of people's personalities? For me, being introverted is just as integral to who I am as being white or being a woman. It's something that I've never been able to completely remove from myself. It's gotten better over the years, but it's never something that I can really remove from myself as part of my identity. And if I was to do a breakdown, which I thought was really great as well, of exactly what things I identify myself with, it would definitely be in the top 3. So I definitely wondered exactly how one could integrate their personality, being extroverted, introverted, into that same module, if it would be part of the contextual piece, if it would go through the piece, I'm losing the filter, through the filter in and out of the piece, that would kind of help people to understand more of how we respond to everything, if that could be another part of the piece. So I really felt like that was just one more thing that could have been added that wasn't there, but that definitely could be improved upon in the future. So it definitely made me want to look into more of the student development, if that plays any role, how this can be used. I especially find it useful for the tutoring that we're all going to do, how that's going to impact how we look into each person, how we look into their study habits, how they learn. It's just really interesting. So I'm really looking forward to this semester, and I hope you are too. Thanks.